What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the the MG Cup Truck Series. Forgetting what series it is. I got so many series now. It's not even funny. We got more coming. But welcome back to the MG Truck Series here on Fox Sports 1. We are at Phoenix International Raceway, getting ready to kick things off for the second time this weekend. Second of 4 races this weekend. It's gonna be a stacked weekend of racing, but we're ready for it. Here we go. And through turns number 3 and 4, the newly revamped Phoenix International Raceway. The green flag is waving. Heading through turns 1 and 2 for the first time here today. Formerly turns 3 and 4. Now down the back stretch, which used to be the front stretch, and into turns 3 and 4, which used to be turns 1 and 2. Now to turn number 4, which used to be turn number 2, and down the front stretch, which used to be the back stretch. Through the dog leg to complete lap number 1. It's all Ron Hornaday Jr. out in front, and look at how they fan out now, going through that dog leg. They've made the transition a little smoother, both in turns 1 and 2 and the dog leg, so these drivers can have more space to navigate through that tight section of the racetrack. Now yet again, 4 wide back there. See the 71 of Donnie Leah way to the inside. He'll be doing double duty this season, as he's also going to be full-time in the modified tour, so that'll definitely be cool for him. Side by side through 3 and 4. More 4 wide. Contact with Leah and Benson nearly resulted in a wreck, but they're going to keep it straight for now. Driving that 97 truck, it's Jeremiah Cook. Doesn't have a full-time ride this season, so he'll just be kind of shoehorned in the other series, kind of part-time. He's running a majority of the MG Cup Series schedule, not full-time, but a good chunk of races. He'll be splitting that 13 car with Fred Jones, however, on the short tracks. But yeah, definitely interesting to see how he handles different vehicles, as he seems to be good in it just about everything he hops into. Heck, he won an MG Cup Series race at Atlanta last season, so definitely a talented individual. He won yesterday in the Pass Series here. Now looking to grab that first truck win, and maybe even a Grand National Series win at some point as well. But he's definitely one of the most talented young rookie drivers we have seen. At least he was a rookie in the Pass Series last season. Rookie in the trucks this year. However, excuse me, not eligible for Rookie of the Year. It's not going to be full-time, but he will. Once he does end up going full-time, if he goes full-time in the trucks, he may just skip over it completely and run something else. Whoop. He will be a rookie in whatever series he ends up running, once he runs that first full-time season, or at least a majority of the season. You know, enough races to be considered, well, which might happen for the MG Cup Series this season, depending on how many races they let him run in that 13 car. So it'll be interesting to see, but he's in the middle of a 3-wide battle now with Justin Marks, who won last race earlier this week at Walt Disney Speedway. Final race there at Walt Disney. Poll is up to see what track will replace Walt Disney World Speedway on the schedule for race 2. What Florida track will replace the race at Disney for race 2 on the schedule? Money car officials are really looking for a road course race to replace it, but they're open to anything. They're open. So just depending on what wins the vote and what sponsors and TV companies and partners and all that say, which, you know, they're pretty lenient. They let us really make most of the decisions. But yeah, we should go ahead and get the go ahead from all our partners and be able to make that change for y'all. But we've watched that 97 truck enough so far. How about Chad McCumbee in the number 8 truck, running inside the top 3? Doesn't have sponsors on that truck, at least not big time sponsors. It got something on the side of the truck, the little on the quarter panel there, but that's about it. Running P3. This will get a nice little flyby here. And doing very well in this race, looking at possibly stealing a win here. Let's head down the front straightaway yet again. How cool would it see to be that 8 truck of McCumbee win a race? Oh no, Hornaday having an issue. That's gonna put McCumbee in the lead, as we thought. And look at Mike Skinner. He got caught up behind that 33 truck. He's gonna lose a ton of spots. We were just mentioning Chad McCumbee running 3rd. Now he's gonna take the lead off of strange circumstances. And they're 3 wide behind them for 2nd now. That just bunched the entire field back up like it was a restart all over again. Here comes the 9 of Justin Marks, peeking to the inside of Kyle Busch, heading down the back straightaway. 3 wide, heading down into turns 3 and 4. Eric Darnell up high. Busch stuck in the middle, doesn't know where he wants to go. The 9 of Marks gonna dive way down to the bottom, onto the apron, and try to clear that 99, couldn't quite, but clears 51 of Kyle Busch. Busch still stuck in the middle of 3 wide, and goes back into 3 wide with that 99 of Darnell, who didn't get a great entry into turns 1 and 2. Boy, oh boy, this new version of Phoenix is something else, man. This is some great racing. Busch finally gets clear. We know Kyle Busch just loves to race. He doesn't care what car, what track. He just wants to get out there and race. He doesn't care how many races he has to do a year or even in a weekend. Planning on running 3 of the 4 races this weekend. He's running this truck race. He's going to run the Grand National Series tomorrow, and also going to run the MG Cup race on Sunday. So definitely interesting to see. See Eric Darnell underneath Justin Marks now. Marks moves up the racetrack, but he's going to get a run off of the top of turn number 2. Now gets to the outside of McCumbee, looking for the race lead. Hops back in line behind that number 8 truck. Chad McCumbee's going to stay defensive, tucks down to the bottom, trying to make sure these guys don't get to his inside. There's lots of grip down on that apron. Now that we have that slight bit of added banking down below that yellow line, and these guys are taking advantage of it, getting as low as they can on the racetrack and carrying that momentum. The 9 truck of Marks doing everything he can. He wants to go back to back here in the MG Truck Series, but the 99 of Eric Darnell is not going to let that happen too easily. He dives to the inside. Marks had to slide up to avoid running into the back of that 8 truck. He's going to lose some momentum on that 8, heading down the back straightaway. And now, see McCumbee moving slightly down the racetrack. That's to break the draft. The draft does play a factor. Not as much of a factor, but it does on these 1 mile tracks like Phoenix. So you see side by side, looking at 3 wide in a turn 1 behind the top 2. Ty Bodine sends it to the inside, and he's going to almost clear the 99 of Eric Darnell. Darnell slides up in front of Kyle Busch, back down to double file. 51 all over the back bumper, pushing him down the back stretch. And into turn 3. Darnell with the run off the top. He's gonna stay up on the racetrack. The 30 cuts the dog leg, and here comes the 23 of Johnny Benson into the mix as well. Benson now looking underneath the 30 truck. Not quite going to make it 3 wide yet, just taking a peek. You see the 14 of Crawford into the picture as well. These trucks being side by side, everybody's sneaking into the mix. Justin Marks looking for the lead on Chad McCumbee to the inside. Off turn number 4, McCumbee had a run off of turn 4 and almost clears him back down into 1 and 2, but that 9 truck just too strong. Using the inside lane to his advantage, but can't clear the 8 once again. McCumbee has another run down the back straightaway, still side by side for the race lead. He's doing his best to pin that 9 truck down to the bottom of the racetrack to kill his momentum on corner exit, but doesn't quite work there. McCumbee is going to have to concede the position, and here comes the 30 of Bodine underneath that 8 truck now. Bodine not going to have that exit momentum that he needs to stay alongside the 8 truck. McCumbee is going to clear. Here comes Rick Crawford underneath Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch up high, has Mike Skinner now to his inside. Didn't get a great exit off turn number 4. That allowed many people to get a run to his inside. And here comes Jeremiah Cook in the 97 Monster Energy truck to his inside as well. Eric Darnell has fallen way back. We got 1 truck. That's the 33 of Hornaday. Back on track after his issues, led the opening laps, and now is off the pace, having big time problems with that truck. I believe might be down the cylinder. Definitely an engine problem on that truck. He's way off pace. It doesn't even sound quite as good as it did before, but here comes Johnny Benson with a great run off the top side of the racetrack to clear the 30 of Bodine down into turn 1. Jeremiah Cook underneath Kyle Busch, trying to clear off turn number 2, can't quite. Busch has a great run down the backstretch, and a push from Eric Darnell. Shelby Howard sneaking into the picture. Dennis Setzer has a run on Howard. Can he pull to the inside? Looking low, not quite going to get there. Chad McCumbee hasn't fallen too far back. That 8 truck's looking pretty strong here today. We don't usually see him up towards the front, but he's done a great job so far, and it's definitely going to be a career day for McCumbee. Graduate of the past series, a couple goodness, I can't English. A couple seasons ago, and dabbled in the series a little bit last season. Didn't really do much. Now looking to improve on that this season. No sponsors still. We don't normally see unsponsored trucks up towards the front of the field, but he's found something in that 8 truck. Here comes the 14 of Crawford with the draft on the 30. And after getting a good run off turn number 4, he pulls to the inside like it's nothing, heading down into turn 1. Only problem is because he can't clear up, and that's going to allow Bodine to get the run down the back straightaway, and he clears the 14 truck into turns number 3 and 4. And now Crawford taking a defensive line on that number 5 truck of Mike Skinner. Skinner has a run. Crawford down on that apron, straddling the yellow line. He's gonna get a run off of turn number 2, but here comes the 5 of Skinner with the run off the banking down the backstretch. Still nose to tail battling for position. Another defensive corner exit. And now big defensive line for McCumbee, but it's not going to work because look at Johnny Benson way down to the inside. And we got 1 truck blowing up once again. Is Eric Darnell having problems? He had a problem at Walt Disney World Speedway, and now having another issue here at Phoenix. That truck seems to be not under power. Now he gets it fired back up. The truck seems to have died on him for a second, but he got it rolling yet again. We won't get a caution. Once again, 2 issues in a row. No caution at the halfway point of this race. Justin Marks continues to lead. Johnny Benson P3 looking to run him down. As you see the 99 of Darnell on pit road. It looks like he's done for the day. The 9 of Marks continues to lead. We're gonna have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Phoenix International Raceway. Race starting to wind down. You see the 9 of Marks out in front. You see the 89 truck. That's a lap truck right in front of him. That's Ryan Seaman in the number 89. Seaman stays high. And out of the way. Driving for Chris Lafferty and his team. You see Lafferty on the back bumper of the truck because that truck also unsponsored, so might as well just put your name on it, right? So everybody knows who owns it. The side-by-side with lap traffic is the 9 of Justin Marks. That's holding him up big time because here comes Johnny Benson. Sends it in underneath Gary St. Amant. They're going to clear Amant and Hobgood, or at least Marks cleared Amant and Hobgood off of turn number 4. But here comes the 23 of Benson. Looking low once again. Big dive into 1 and 2. Hooks it onto the apron. Gets a great run through the corner. Clears both lap trucks. And now has his sights set on the 9 of Justin Marks. Marks with another great run through the corner. Catching the 33 of Hornaday, who's still looking to gain some more positions here. He's multiple laps down, however. I don't think he'll really get that many spots unless somebody else has an issue like the 99 of Eric Darnell did that took him out of the race. And at this point, he's just passing trucks just to pass trucks. And boy, this race is winding down. We're getting to the end of this thing here. You see the 30 of Todd Bodine. They're bunching up 3 wide. Sorry for the frame drops. This is a very high quality racetrack, so it's bound to happen, but produces great racing, so I'm not going to switch it out. Just going to try and fix the issue as we go on. But 3 wide now underneath the lap trucks. Todd Bodine doesn't want to lose too many positions. You see Chad McCumbee and Mike Skinner stuck behind lappers. McCumbee pulls to the inside, so does Skinner. The 30 and the 14 going at it. Here comes Rick Crawford underneath. Going for P3. Come on, Bodine. Do not let this man clear you. Fight back. Come on. Clear him. Pin him down. Get the run through the corner. There you go. Not quite. Close, but not quite. Comes the 5 of Skinner. Closing in. Matt Crafton, where did he come from? He's into the mix. He gets past Chad McCumbee with ease. McCumbee just trying to hang on to as many spots as he can and hang on to a possible top 10 finish. Top 5 might not be out the window either. He's running these guys back down, and we've got more lap traffic in front of him as well. Oh, look at that. Battle for the lead. As the top 2 have caught lap trucks. And they're getting held up quite a bit here. Side by side through the lap traffic. Here comes Johnny Benson with a run off of turn number 4. Very shallow corner, or shallow entry into the corner for the 9 truck. Due to the lap traffic, it was on the bottom of 3 wide. Here comes Benson with a huge run through turns 1 and 2. Had to back out of it. Crafton is a man on a mission here today. Big run. That truck is on rails as he dives through turns 3 and 4 yet again, underneath the 5 of Mike Skinner. Rick Crawford right in front of him as well. 88 trying to get a draft off that 14 truck and pull past the 5. Still side by side off of turn number 2. Battling through the lap traffic. Justin Marks is clear of it. The 23 trying to get through all of it right here down the front straightaway as they continue to close in on the 33 truck of Hornaday as well. Ron Hornaday Jr. down the back stretch yet again in the turns 3 and 4. Leaders right there behind him. He's trying to put as many trucks between he and the leaders as he can. Does not want to lose another lap. If a truck goes out of the race right about now, they'll lose more laps than that 33 truck has, but he just wants to give himself a chance to gain some more positions, and especially if we have a green-white checkers that extends the race. The 23 and the 9 still battling closely here off of turn number 2. Here comes Chad McCumbee back into the mix underneath Matt Crafton and clears him for P5. McCumbee wants a top 5 finish here today. He's not going to let it slip from his grasp. Not even, what am I about to say? 4 laps to go, coming to 3 to go, this time by Justin Marks and Johnny Benson going at it for the lead. A very high-res cactus right there. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, I was mid-yawn. I don't know why, I just can't keep myself from yawning in the middle of this broadcast, but this race isn't even boring. It's not like it's boring me to sleep, but we got a battle for the lead now. 3 wide past the lap trucks. 1 outside, 1 inside. They split Timothy Peters down the back straightaway as here comes Justin Marks. The 23 moved up to block him. Justin Marks fighting back. Johnny Benson steals the lead late in this one. Coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. First lap, Benson has led all day. Can it be? Can he get one more? It'll be the final lap. Side by side. Here comes Joey Clanton in front of our leaders here. Clanton's going to hold up the 23 truck. The 23 pushes him past. And now side by side. They're 3 wide yet again. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. It's all Justin Marks. He's going to take advantage of the lap truck and win from Phoenix And hey, he might want to split half the check with Joey Clanton there, because without that lap truck, that Zaxby's 09 there to pick to oh my goodness, what am I saying? To use as a pick, he may not have been able to make that move for the win. But that's gonna do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Justin Marks goes back to back here from Phoenix. That's gonna do it. We'll see y'all next time. Till then, peace.